We just unlocked all of the gold fields. I am really keen, I make no apologies for that joke, to try and find some dry dirt today to break this bad boy in. It's hot, it's very hot. And therefore we're set up in the only patch of shade at the entire site. But it's got the two things we want, bedrock and dry dirt. Because there's no point coming out and feeding the dry blower soggy wet dirt. I was really hoping all the legs were just going to drop out. Look at the jiggle, look at the jiggle. This is where we hopefully store our money. A dry washer is the same as a wet sluice in principle, but instead of water to separate the gold, we use vibration and air pressure. Some good work there, Mick. Lefty, loosey, tidy, righty. I was just trying to be a good backseat screwdriver. I'm just touching the frame to make it look like I'm doing something. Here's the maiden pull. Well, that was easy. It lives! The maiden shovel. That was a lot of fun until our feed gate jammed up because we had it pretty much closed because we're idiots. So we've opened it. We're a couple of DWCs. If you know, you know.
You know, you know.
Our pay dirt needs to be dry, like this, properly dry. As soon as we get down to this layer where it's got a little bit of moisture in it, we have to stop. We've cleared our blockage and prepped some pay dirt. We call this the learning phase. So this is anything but quiet and clean.
Fun, eh? 21 as well.
Yeah. So dry blowers aren't as efficient as wet sluices. They do lose a percentage of gold, but what you have to remember is we could never work these areas anyway because we don't have any water here. Transporting water in is impossible. Transporting dirt out is much too difficult. This is the perfect medium. So even if we're losing 30% of the gold, we're getting 100% more gold than we could have originally. We're going to see how much gold we caught, if any, and then we're going to take about the same amount of our tailings, which is about a shovel's worth, and see how much gold we lost. And as we get better at tuning this machine in and using it, we should be able to increase our recovery. Okay,
We're gonna get some,
here we go. First thing I'm noticing is really big rocks, and that just means that we have to reduce our screen size so that our tiny gold isn't fighting with really big rocks in the riffle tray. But that is a very easy modification. Here we go. Whether or not we caught gold. Yeah, we did. We did actually catch gold. We caught gold, Mick. We caught gold, Mick. We caught gold, Mick. There is our first dry washer gold. I know that doesn't look like much. That is about the same particle size as we get everywhere around here. So that is exactly what we want. Now we'll test the tailings. Here we go. How much did we lose? Okay, we've got a little bit, but the particle size is smaller. And there's not as many specks. Now, because that pile down there has already been classified by our dry blower, if we rerun it through, would we recover more gold? 10 litres of tailings. So we are going to rerun our fine tailings where our fine gold was lost. And we're keeping everything the same in terms of angle and pump pressure, but we're reducing box pressure by opening these two valves. 20 litres of tailings rerun, and we're just going to check this straight away. See these rocks? This is our problem. Making tiny little itty bitty gold fight against huge freaking boulders like that is not fair. Moment of truth. All right, considerably less than the tailings. We've got 2 specks. Before we had like 8. That's a lot more than 2.
that's the fun.
Which would you rather, cleaning out my high banker or this?
I probably should put a dust mask on, but this is fun.
Because these are our tailings, what we want to see is more black sand, because that's lighter than gold and smaller. And we also want to see the small particles of gold we lost. And all of that is just a classification problem. If we run a smaller mesh over the top of the box, we should be able to reduce the particle size and therefore capture more gold. We've got way more black sand this time compared to the first run. Oh, look at that!
Find gold.
Well, that worked. Go us! We did it!
Good.
We're smart cookies, Mick.
Not DWC today.
Oh, not totally. We've decided to use an 1/8" classifier to classify one whole bucket of very fine dirt. Yeah, look at this. This is the stuff that was blocking it before the moss. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your money. Money maker. So first of all, that was a lot quicker to get through that amount of dirt. We did that in what, a minute? Okay, tailings test first. Comparable size to what's in the riffle tray. We're going to do 1 scoop off the top, see what we're losing. Oh, it's good fun experimenting. Yeah. Moment of truth. This was our tailings. We got 2 specks in our last single shovel. So if we get any less than that, that'll be nice. Far less black sand. Okay, we've got a little bit of gold, but it's very fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 little specks, and they're all about the same size. Every single one of those dots down there is about a 50 mesh piece of gold. That is extremely fine. Oh yeah, this is where our money's gonna be, hopefully.
Not dealing with that crap no more.
Nah, no big rocks at all. And I got very little black sand in the tailings, so it'd be interesting to see if there's a lot more black sand in this. We want to see black sand and we want to see gold. And we want to see gold that is,
fine stuff.
you know, 30 mesh and up would be ideal. Oh, there's more gold in that than what there was in the tailings though. Look at that. There we go. That means we got a good recovery, but I think we could improve it a little bit more. I reckon we're running the engine probably a little bit too hard. I haven't been able to record because it is so hot. Australia has decided to turn my camera off for me. However, we went way up there to the best spot I found test panning. Classified that bucket full of 1/8" pay dirt. And this is what our mat looks like. We can actually see our first ever piece of gold in our, I don't know, riffle tray? I believe that's what it's called.
Riffle tray.
Right there. Look at that beauty. That's in the first riffle. I can live with that. This was our loss test from the same bucket. And we think we have it dialed in. Look at that. That's all we lost. That's all we lost. When I tested that spot up there, I was getting between 30 and 60 specks per pan. And we have a whole bucket of 1/8" pay dirt. What we want to see in that pan down there is a bunch of gold. Queen Histamine. You look like you're cooling off. Fernie, are you blessing the pan?
Bless.
Oh my God, that's a big bless. No way. Look at the black sand. And the gold. Oh, we're on it, man. Moment of truth.
Tooth time.
Oh, wow. Yep. Well, that's good. We've got nice gold coming out on that side. Oh, yes. I think that is more than our losses. That's looking pretty good for one bucket. 1 bucket of pay dirt. Yes, we've lost some fine gold, but we also recovered a lot of fine gold. I'm pretty damn happy with that. I think it's time to go home, get the gold on the miller table, see how much we got, and then enjoy the fruits of our labor. Since making that video, Mick and I have received countless private messages and comments regarding how we could improve the system, and we have implemented most of them. This has made the dry washer an incredible gold recovery machine, and we have it absolutely dialed in. So I wanted to say a massive thank you to everyone who gave us those tips and tricks. Here it is, all the gold Mick and I pulled out of just 4 buckets using that dry washer. That's right, just 4 freaking buckets for that. This is what I meant when I said we'd unlocked all of the gold fields. Can you imagine what we're going to get when we run 4 wheelbarrows worth of that dirt as opposed to just 4 buckets? 4 buckets of gold. Nice little line. I'm thinking 0.15. 4 buckets for 0.24. 0.242 grams of gold is worth $19.66 Australian at the time of recording, meaning that we were digging out $5 worth of gold every single bucket. That is incredibly rich ground. It's not the best ground we have access to for this dry washer. Thank you so much for watching. Please give your dog a big scratch behind the ears for me, and until next time, peace, and I'm out.